What to look for in a face mask, according to science and the CDC. With U.S. and worldwide cases still rising exponentially, COVID-19 has claimed the lives of hundreds of thousands and effectively stopped the world from revolving. Countries around the globe race to find a vaccine, with Russia notably rushing a vaccine to completion. While the virus is far from over, we can do our part to control the spread of the virus through 6 feet physical distancing and wearing cloth face masks. Here's what to look for in a face mask, according to science and the CDC. Welcome to Trending's Finest, where we give you the hottest updates on the world's most viral news, videos, and stories in the most exciting format. Click that subscribe button and hit the notification bell to not miss a single beat of the world's pulse. The CDC recommends that everyone, sick or healthy, wear a cloth face mask in public places because studies show that people can spread coronavirus even if they don't have symptoms, called asymptomatic, or before they have symptoms, called pre-symptomatic. In fact, you might be the most contagious just before symptoms begin. So stay snug as a bug in a rug, or mask, as you learn the 6 science-backed and CDC-recommended features of a face mask, where to buy, and even how to make one, all in our video today. The power of masks is in their effectiveness in what is known as source control. To serve this function, masks are recommended as a simple barrier to help prevent respiratory droplets from traveling into the air and onto other people when the person wearing the mask coughs, sneezes, talks, or raises their voice. Those microscopic droplets play a large role in the spread of COVID-19, and the most up-to-date evidence from clinical and laboratory studies shows masks reduce the spray of droplets when worn over the nose and mouth. Masks are especially crucial in close quarters since COVID-19 spreads mainly among people who are in close contact with one another, within about 6 feet. Everyone has heard the effectiveness of N95 respirators and surgical masks, but with short supply, these should be reserved for healthcare workers and first responders. For the general public, including most of you, our dear viewers, cloth masks are the best way to go. Luckily for you, we've compiled the best CDC-recommended features for cloth masks. 1. A snug fit that sits comfortably against the side of the face. The most effective masks should have a snug fit from your nose across your cheeks, back to your ears, and under your chin. Without a professional-grade mask like an N95 respirator, you're not going to get an airtight seal. But that's okay. We're aiming for good enough, not perfect. For everyday use, the experts declare a comfortable but snug mask does the trick. This kind of fit will keep you protected from the outside air as much as it is reasonable. 2. Completely covers the nose and mouth. When you aren't covering your nose and mouth, you aren't covering your nose and mouth, which is the whole point of wearing a mask. A mask is supposedly to keep you from breathing out viruses into the air. Unless you're a goldfish, you probably breathe out of your nose, so covering your mouth is not enough. If you are a goldfish, though, leave a comment down below so we can do a shout out to our goldfish viewers. And having your mask just on your chin, that's a bit like wearing a condom on your scrotum. It's not protecting anything, except maybe people from seeing your neck or your goatee. 3. Ties or ear loops that keep it secure. A snug fit would be nothing if your mask keeps falling off, so make sure it's secured to your face with ties or ear loops. Because you can adjust it, a mask that ties behind your head will usually fit your face better than one that loops around your ears. But ties can get tangled up in the wash, and some people prefer the fit of ear loops. They're also better for places like hair salons and barbershops. 4. Multiple layers of fabric. The more layers, the better, but of course we should still be able to breathe. Current research recommends 2 to 3 layers of fabric for effective face masks. Research has also found that quilters' cotton filters out a lot of particles, especially tight weaves with thicker threads, such as batik. Masks with cotton outer layers and flannel inner layers also work well. Another study on how well fabrics filtered out certain germs recommended a pillowcase or cotton t-shirt because of its stretch. The researchers gave these rankings for fabrics. A. Tea towel, 2 layers. B. Cotton mixed fabric. C. 100% cotton t-shirt, 2 layers. D. Antimicrobial pillowcase. E. Standard pillowcase. F. Scarf. G. Linen. Even with its high rating, a tea towel isn't recommended because it was too hard to breathe through. As for thread count, more isn't necessarily better. Take, for example, satin. Satin sheets have some of the highest thread counts, but they're barely breathable because they're so tight. Which brings us to our next feature. 5. Allows for breathing without restriction. How well you can breathe through a material is as important as how well it stops the spread of disease. If it's too hard to breathe, it can be dangerous for people who have respiratory problems. Heavy breathing might also affect how well the mask works. What about those exhalation vents? Exhalation vents were designed for masks that serve a very different purpose than the ones we should be wearing now. Those masks are meant to prevent the wearer from inhaling particles, not to block them from exhaling particles. So the vents make it easier to breathe while still stopping the bad stuff from getting in. With COVID-19, masks are meant to block your respiratory particles from getting out, not to block others from getting in. So an exhalation vent defeats the purpose of the mask. Bottom line, venting is for your closest friends, not your face mask. 6. The ability to be laundered and machine dried without damage or change to shape. Face masks go through a lot of wear and tear, not to mention the toughest of wash cycles. A good one should be able to withstand the recommended way of washing, which is with hot water and detergent or soap after each wear. The filters also have to go after each wear. If your mask has a filter, take it out and throw it away before washing. After the masks go into your washing machine, then hang to dry. Don't forget to wash your hands when you're done. Better yet, don't forget to wash your hands every couple of hours. To buy or make? That is the question. And again, lucky for you, we've got you covered for both. We even have our Trending's Finest recommended mask for 2020, so stay tuned. The easiest way to make a face mask is to use the CDC's no-sew method. 1. Use a bandana or other square of cloth measuring about 20 inches on each side. 2. Fold it in half. 3. Fold the top third down and the bottom third up so you have a long rectangle. 4. Slide the rectangle through 2 rubber bands or elastic hair ties until they're about 6 inches apart. 5. Fold the sides of the fabric in toward the middle and tuck the ends together. 6. Hook the elastics over your ears and adjust the fabric so it's snug against your face, but not too tight. Pro tip for buyers out there, an easy, often overlooked place to check out for masks is the hardware store. Look for dust masks that look a lot like N95 respirators. These do almost the same job, but don't filter out as many particles. Now, what commercially available face mask do we recommend that follows the CDC guidelines to a T? The Vita Protective Mask. This mask has by far the best balance of affordability, quantity, and effectiveness thanks to multiple layers of fabric, adjustable ear straps, and features such as a high silhouette and a wire bridge along the nose. It also has pockets for filters, which come included in your purchase. Amongst the choices out there, this is definitely superior. They cover more surface area, sit more securely on my face, and create a better seal all over. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, many experts also say that any face covering is better than no face covering. Some masks are better than others, and any mask is better than none. Even a Kleenex would do in a pinch. What mask do you use? Tell us in the comments down below, and we'll surely make an exciting discussion out of it. If you want the latest lowdown on the pandemic that swept the globe, you should check out our other video, Will COVID-19 Cases Decrease Before 2021?, where we go into detail about the most recent developments in the international fight against the dreaded virus. Thank you for watching. This is Trending's Finest, always the trendiest, always the finest.